Se picó. Se picó. Le pusimos la Diana Waller, se va a acabar muriendo. Ayudaste a Jonathan a plantar un volar. Celebraste tu primera misa en mucho tiempo. Aprobaste el engaño de la Virgen porque da esperanza al pueblo. Aline y Jack han regresado a Kittredge. Nos quedan 5 capítulos más del tercer libro. Capítulo 17. La tempestad. Que se pudra, que se pudra. 1154, 11 años después, o sea que ya el pendejito... Ah, no, mirá la catedral que le estoy armando.
3 years of hunger and poverty. England was brought to its knees. Only our walls had kept us safe from the bands of outlaws raiding towns and villages.
La catedral que le estoy armando.
Bishop Whaler
Notre Dame,
and William
un poroto.
Hamley forced the workers to finish their cathedral in Shiring. Many had died. The work on our own cathedral had almost come to a halt. 4 weeks the storm had raged on. It was then that our cathedral gave up its last secret. And everything changed.
Opa. Se picó.
Tom!
Bueno.
I told you wouldn't like the sight of this.
It looks bad, but it's not the wall I'm worried about. It's good you sent the workers home during the storm. Now do us all a favor and do the same. Go home. Your children hardly get to see you. Tommy and Sally have been asking about you all morning.
Oh, tengo una hija ahora. Tras prometer ahora en El Salvador, Cambridge, Richard y Jen han desencadenado grandes esfuerzos por proteger la aldea. No osaba volver a atacar la localidad. Mientras tanto, Alina ha seguido comerciando con lana, produciendo meme para los ciudadanos más allá de Shirey. La mayoría de los productos se venden de 2 batanes que Jack ha construido en Cambridge. Hijo. Ya hace 12 años. Tiene 2 hijos. Tommy ya tiene 12 años, mientras que Sally, su hermana pequeña, tiene 9. Marta cuida de ambos, mientras Jack y Elina trabajan. Hay quien sospecha que Richard y Marta mantienen una relación, pero si fuera cierto, lo mantienen en secreto. Se queda todo en familia acá.
That crack down there must have been due to the storm. If the storm works, I work.
My cathedral was never designed to be this high.
I know. I reinforced the walls. It cannot be the height.
What else was damaged? I'd look myself, but I dare not come closer. If your mother knew I was up here at all, she'd kill me.
Both of us.
What?
She would kill both of us.
Lo más probable. ¿Cuál puede ser la causa?
One day, people will fly, like birds, sailing on the wind. Rashid told me.
Sure. Until then, stay away from the edge.
Entonces sí, no tienes esa pelotudo.
The vaulting is cracked.
martillo y cincel.
Careful over there!
If we don't find out what's causing this, then the whole east wall will come down. The storm is making it worse.
If you're right. What about Aliena?
She should be on her way back from Winchester now.
Oh, I hope she's all right in this.
Yeah, I hope so too. The roof looks all right. Are you all right?
Climbing up here isn't as easy as it used to be.
Yeah. Do you want to take a break?
I'm fine. Better watch out for yourself. Wouldn't want to see the wind pushing you over the edge there.
I'm fat enough to be safe, don't worry.
Que estoy lo suficientemente gordo para estar a salvo.
No. I don't want to break more stones loose. This could be a problem. He says he's all right. I better focus on our... If I make it worse, then...
You're probably right.
All right. One more time.
Ah, yo y los timing con esto soy macabro. Así que entre todos son bastante fáciles.
And? What happened?
If the vaulting were unstable, this part should have collapsed and the wall would retract.
So, the cause of our problem is not up here.
No.
When we erected the eastern wall 17 years ago, there was also a crack. No matter what we did, it always came back. Remember?
Yes. Yeah, I remember. But this is not the same wall. We rebuilt it.
Still, could the cause not have been the same in both cases?
Maybe.
La cripta.
The crypt!
Huh. How kept the whole foundation there as it was?
But it never had to carry this much weight before.
You're right. If the cause of our problem is down there, we'll find it. You go ahead.
Don't you need help?
I'll manage. Just don't tell your mother.
Are you sure?
Go on. I know you can't wait to get down there.
Neither can you. I'll just take a quick look and wait for you.
Me parece que Tom no llega.
They were enraged. Bishop Henry thinks that the Pope should hear about what you wrote.
I think so, too. I would be honored if he read my book.
Philip, I really am worried about you.
There is no need for you to worry, Jonathan. It is just a book.
The problem is that the people love your sermons and what you wrote, even though most of them can't read. Your book is being copied in priories all over England.
Is that not a good thing, if our message gives people hope?
In desperate times, hope can be a powerful force.
That is very true.
Well, I fear the bishops. They might come to believe you took that power from them.
Huh? Do you?
El alma divina, según la obra de Follett. Sugiere la existencia de una chispa divina en el hombre, dado que Dios es su creador. Las macumbas que uno se arma para... Mira cómo ha crecido John.
Jack!
Have you been atop the cathedral during the storm?
Don't worry, Philip. The storm isn't as bad up there. Jonathan, did you and the others come directly from Winchester?
Yes, we did.
What about Aliena?
She stayed a day longer for the Fleece Fair. She should be on her way back now.
In this storm?
We didn't expect it to get worse.
No one did.
I am sure she'll be all right.
I need to go. I think I know why the east wall is unstable.
Yes? Why is that?
I'm not sure, but I think the answer lies down in the crypt. I should hurry before it's too late. Jonathan is Aliena will be fine. Still, I'd feel better if she was... I think I know what caused the...
Wonderful. You know, I just realized that the crack in the wall reminds me of the one that the old cathedral had.
The one that burned down?
Yes. I only noticed it when I visited after Prior James died.
It wasn't there before then?
No.
Oh,
I remember that I thought the crack looked like a finger, pointing at the sinners of Kingsbridge.
A grim thought.
I was not happy with the state of Kingsbridge back then. I admit that.
Ah, picaba, en ese momento me había picado, viste. Firme e inestable.
That's not the way to the crypt.
Los andamios.
Philip is right. It does look like a finger, pointing right at the crypt.
Las macumbas que se arman en la cabeza de la gente. Lo más probable es que el prior...
I better wait for Tom. I know he doesn't want to miss anything.
Ay, Tomcito. ¿Llegarás a salvo? Sí.
Now it's down here too. The first cracks are showing.
Lo más probable es que el viejo prior haya puesto algún tesoro o algo ahí que tiene la info para cagar a Waller y al resto.
Could be.
O platita para poder pagar todo lo que se ha estado robando. Como buen cura de mierda.
Rashid was right. People love to believe in miracles. The reason most people come to Kingsbridge now is for Philip's sermons. He tells them what they need to hear. He gives them hope. Do you want to work on this one?
Go ahead. I need some time to catch my breath.
Está viejo, Tom.
Don't look at me like that. I'm fine.
Perdón, Tom, perdón, está viejo. Hijo de mierda.
That definitely wasn't here before.
It wasn't.
¿Sabes qué me parece que es? El cáliz.
Time to get to work.
¿Se acuerdan que a nuestro padre lo mataron porque en teoría había robado un cáliz?
If there's dry sand behind there, we know it's the ground.
Just be careful when you work on that wall. If it's the ground and the foundation, the whole wall could cave in.
No me hagan hacer cosas de timing.
Here we go. But
what?
I think I can feel a draft.
What?
One more time.
Ay, me caí.
Can you see well enough?
Yeah.
Mi muerte está bien. Vai.
Jack, watch out!
It's all right.
What is it?
¿Qué encontramos? ¿El cáliz?
Dear God. These stones, they've been removed before.
The mortar is missing on most of them.
Whoever put them back just added some mortar on top of the stones to hide the fact that they were removed. The tile at the bottom was completely loose.
What does that mean?
I think it was an entrance.
An entrance? To where?
That's what we'll find out.
Opa.
Careful now. You've got the whole east wall on top of you. Jack?
Jack? I'm all right. I just hit my head. It's dark in here. There's a whole room here. A chamber.
What's that?
I'll get a torch.
Philip, I'll get it. You stay here.
Is that a coffin? Oh, there's sand everywhere. Huh? It's a bed. What?
¿La prisión donde estaba mi padre?
There's a bed in here. What? Jonathan, we need that torch.
Es la prisión donde estaba mi padre. Y ahí está, copa de madera, el cáliz. Ya te lo voy contando.
It's made of leather. It's a whip. What is that doing here? That's not wood. It's metal. Gold, even.
I have the torch.
All right.
No.
Come in here. Should be safe.
Yes.
El cáliz, ahí está el cáliz. Y el flagelo me parece que es porque el cura se daba latigazo. Se auto daba masa. Por los pecados cometidos.
No, I did not. I have seen this chalice before, when I was very young. It's the chalice of the Eucharist from Kingsbridge Cathedral.
El cáliz que supuestamente robó mi padre, no te digo nada, tengo clarísimo.
Cuthbert told me about it. They said it was stolen.
And melted down, I know. Mother told me. They also said it was my father who did it.
Did they?
So he's innocent then?
He must be.
And whoever hid the chalice is responsible for his death. They hanged him in Shiring for stealing this chalice. But it was here all along.
That scourge, the whip. It belonged to Prior James. I was afraid of it when I first visited Kingsbridge with Francis and Abbot Peter. Even the look of it scared me.
James. Maybe it was him. I think I saw him during the night of the fire in the cathedral. When the old cathedral burned down. There was a man in the fire. His shoulders were bloody, as if he had chastised himself.
Ah, me había olvidado.
You! By God and the devil!
He told me that he had sinned, that he had done something to me. Perhaps because I looked like my father.
So he confessed for framing your father while he hid the cup here?
But it couldn't have been James you saw. James died weeks before the fire.
Did he? You said they never found his body. Maybe he hid down here. Maybe that's why the bed's here.
Wait. Jack, you were in the burning cathedral. What were you doing there?
Confesemos. ¿Te gustaron las iniciales de la novena gen?
And then I told
El tipo planta y el tipo agua sí. El tipo fuego, en la forma inicial no, pero confío que las evoluciones me van a gustar. Perdió el Atlas e Independiente no ganó. Hoy muy... Bueno, le explicamos que sin querer prendimos fuego todo y lo tratamos de apagar, pero no llegamos y se fue toda la verga. Más o menos, ¿no? Para que se hagan la idea de lo que dijimos. Pero en general sí. Del gato vegan. No vi los nombres de los Pokémon. Y no me sorprendería que en algún momento los cambien si... si van pasando el tiempo. O sea, antes que se largue el juego, ¿no? ¿Sprigatito se llama? Ah, no está mal. Es un poco simple, pero bueno.
And you make them pay. But your miracles never
Tengo el
work
gusto de que
out.
seguimos siendo el gente que...
God works in ways that we cannot comprehend.
My mother cannot walk. You failed. Again. What do you want?
I came about a book.
The Bible again.
No. Philip of Gwynedd wrote it. And the church is displeased. Bishop Henry was enraged. This is our chance, William.
Your chance, you mean? If you need forces, talk to Walter or Ugly. I don't care. I built your fucking cathedral. I'm done.
It's not just about Philip. It's about Aliena and her family.
Don't mention that name.
But have you not heard? King Stephen and Maud's son just signed a peace treaty.
I don't care.
You should care.
I said I don't. Now leave and don't come back unless I ask for you. Where's my wife?
They've not returned yet, Lord William.
Then get me a whore. Now!
Qué lindo, William. Es un poco choto el nombre, hay que admitirlo. Es Frigatito, como que no se la esmeraron en nada. Pero... bueno, tampoco está tan mal. Nos vemos una chota. Me están al pedo que nunca me hicieron hacer una chota y ahora tengo que andar a 2 minutos apretando para hacer alguna pelotude. ¿Qué te digo? Hasta ahora en el juego me rasqué las bolas. Movía el PJ de acá para allá y nada más. Como mucho pensar en un puzzle de qué pito tengo que hacer con algo y ya está. Pero ahora como, bueno, ya que estamos te vamos a tirar unos quick time event, por así decirlo, como para que sientas que estás haciendo algo. No entres. No entres. Termina mal esto, me terminan robando. Esta historia ya la vimos, ¿se acuerdan? Ah, no. Tal vez no. Ah, lo más probable que me roben todo.
I am sorry for intruding, but I must ask you for shelter. I was on my way from the Fleece Fair in Winchester to Kingsbridge and got caught in the storm.
Nasty, isn't it?
Yes. And it's getting worse and worse. Thank you for your hospitality.
Esto se va a picar.
Help me!
Esto se va a picar.
Please! I need help!
Doesn't anyone want to go and see what that was?
I'm hurt!
Don't you hear it? Excuse me, haven't you heard it too?
Y bueno, vamos a tener que ir.
Out here!
terminar mal. Esto termina en que me roben.
Oh dear, are you hurt?
My horse. It fell. I can't move.
Take my hand. We'll get you inside.
Ah, no me van a robar. Oh, me sirve.
We'll only be here until it's safe to leave. We won't bother you. I'm Aliena. What's your name?
Elizabeth.
Breathe, Elizabeth. You're safe now.
Mm-hmm.
She took her.
Should have let her die. We would all be better off without someone like her.
We don't have much, but always enough for a lost soul.
She doesn't deserve anything.
Take a bowl and go ahead.
Hey, what are you going to do with that?
I'm just going to borrow it.
Let's try to get along until the storm passes.
Bro, es para mí.
Like this.
Thank you.
Qué picada que está esta.
Hey, that's
tipa,
our blanket.
Can't you see she's freezing?
It's all right. It's just a blanket.
Banco a la vieja. Banco a la vieja. La vieja es una buena samaritana.
We'll see what happens.
You should get out of this place as soon as you can.
Oh, qué mala onda tiene.
Be assured, I will leave as soon as the storm ceases.
Hola, Chone. Mira cómo se movió ahí, cómo me moví con las manitos a los costados.
Shush, let her eat.
Ay.
Thank you.
¿No puedo apuñalar gente, boludo? ¿No puedo empezar a apuñalar gente? Hola,
Eat this.
Choni.
You must be hungry.
Thank you. That's nice of you.
Why are you giving her soup? Dirt. That's what she deserves for dinner.
What? Do you want her to starve?
Please, don't start a fight.
Oh, you're so kind. Many people would have let me die. People don't listen to me. My entourage didn't even notice they lost me.
Who?
My husband
Realmente
and
debería
his
estar dormido.
entourage.
Son las 4:30 de la tarde, qué dormido,
A fine
sorete.
husband you have. I divorced my last one for less than that.
Divorce? Oh, he's just been beside himself ever since his mother.
Maybe now you'll understand what
Hamish,
loss feels
el
like.
esposo me parecía que iba a ser el
And what
esposo.
you people are doing to us.
La piba es la mujer del loco Hamish.
Stop bullying her. Can't you see she's upset?
¿Y qué ve?
How do they know you?
Tenés menos de
This
25
isn't
años,
right.
Johnny. Dios.
Oh, I'm used to it. I guess that's how it is when your husband holds an office like that. He has to do a lot of things people don't like. And sometimes they recognize me, too.
Wait. Is your husband the Earl of Shiring?
I thought you knew.
William Hamley.
Oh, Oh, please don't abandon me too. I swear, I'm not... I can't...
I used to know him when I was
Tengo
a
sueño.
girl.
Really?
Está caído a pedazos.
Why
Está caído a
did you
pedazos.
marry him?
Tiene 20 y pico de años y está recontra caído a pedazos.
And it was an honor to be picked.
What's he like now?
I loathe him with all my heart. How do you know him?
He wanted to marry me when I was your age. Apparently he likes young girls, no matter how old he gets.
You too were supposed to marry him. How come you didn't?
He was a beast. So I refused.
You refused him?
It caused a lot of misery.
Oh, you're so courageous. I wish I was like you. I can't even stand up to the servants.
Don't act like you didn't have a hand in the downfall of this land. For years he roamed across the country to raid, rape and kill.
I'm sorry.
He's no earl. After all he's taken from us, we should take something from him too.
She has nothing to do with this. Don't you dare touch her. Can't you see she's another one of his victims?
Es un viejo de mierda.
I'll give over. She's in on it too.
Can you even imagine how it must be to be a child married to Hamley? The abuse and the humiliation every single day.
Hola viejo. Hablando de viejo, mirá. Hablas de un viejo y aparece el otro.
I'm crying because you know too.
Enough to know your pain.
I just don't know what to do anymore.
Sam, where the hell am I supposed to tether this horse?
It's Walter. He's looking for me.
Come with me to Kingsbridge. People will take care of you there.
That should do it.
Walter.
You? I've not seen you in a long time. William would be very pleased if I brought him your head.
No! Don't harm her. If it wasn't for her, I'd be dead. She saved me from the storm.
Did she now? Come on, we have to get back to the castle. We've lost
tercer
too much
demonio.
time already.
Elizabeth stays with me.
No, she doesn't.
Thank you for saving me and protecting me from these people.
Come on now, we need to get going. William is waiting.
Que conste que de aquí se salvaba, pero no hubo suerte. Encontraste una cámara secreta bajo la catedral de Cambridge. Le confesaste a Feli que fuiste tú quien incendió la catedral. El libro Free ha recibido duras críticas por parte de la iglesia. La guerra entre el rey Esteban y la emperatriz Maud ha terminado. Encontraste a Elizabeth después de entrar en la cabaña. Le diste algo de sopa. Le ayudaste a entrar en el calor con una manta y permaneciste callada cuando Walter entró en la cabaña. ¿Eh? ¿Cómo que permanecí callada? Si le dije, venite conmigo a Cambridge, vámonos a la verga. Le tendría que haber dado el puñal. Capaz que si le daba el puñal, se iba a Walter o se iba a Hamlet. Uno de los dos se iba pijeado. Pero No se lo quise dar por si capaz que yo necesitaba el puñal más adelante.
Dear Francis, the letters I have written to you over the years surely could be bound into a book. But only you know what my words in those letters amount to. It is different with the book I have written. It has found its way into priories throughout England and beyond. Because of my book, I may have to talk to Bishop Henry. But that is not the only thing that keeps me awake tonight.
Dios mío, sos viejo.
Behind a wall in our crypt, Jack discovered a hidden room. We do not know who built it. But it is likely that Prior James hid there, even after he was said to have drowned. That means he was alive when we met in Kingsbridge on New Year's Day, the day of his burial. And Jack told me he saw a man in the church the night it burned down. Was that him? And if so, did he burn in the fire that night?
Escribir sobre Cambridge.
The dust storm and the drought are taking their toll on all of us. Thanks to our town wall, we are safe from the Earl and the outlaws. We've heard of places nearby being raided. We believe the attackers were William Hamley's men. We have enough food to last us another few weeks. But life has come to a halt. Martha believes there will be rain soon. That the storm is only a harbinger of rain. I hope that she is right.
Todos esperamos lo mismo, que llueva, bro.
Jonathan worries about my book. The Divine Soul. In Winchester, he heard that Bishop Henry was less than pleased by what I had written. I am not naive enough to pretend I do not know why. I wrote that hope is godly, and since God made each of us, hope and salvation are only to be found within ourselves. Henry sells hope, and I am giving it away for free. If the church should ask me to clarify my position, of course I shall do so. But I feel I must give our people what they need in these desperate times. And how could I write anything else if this is what I truly believe?
Cura del orto.
It must be well after midnight. With you, I can be honest about what truly troubles me. Jack told me that he was responsible for the fire in Kingsbridge. I know that it was a long time ago. He told me it was an accident. And I don't think Tom knew either.
My God. Save yourselves! The saint! We must save the saint! Fire! The whole roof is in flames!
Ah.
My God! Don't go in there! But Alphys! The saint! We must save him! No! No! Don't go!
And as horrible as it may sound, I cannot find it in my heart just now to forgive Jack. Maybe because this confession comes too late, and from a man who I have learned to trust. This is the truth.
En cierto punto no entiendo al monje ahí en esa parte final de decir, bueno, está todo bien. Está todo bien, me contó la verdad, pero me la contó como 30 años después.
I know them by heart, but Jonathan insisted we keep them. Jack is still working. He always is. Later. I need time to think. I don't like to indulge in my own writings.
Bueno. Abandonemos los aposentos a ver qué sucede. Estoy ahí.
If James died in that fire, then what happened to his remains? He was never properly buried, and that is Jack's fault.
Oh, está repicada.
A magnificent cathedral, but I would have been more than content with the old one, had it not been burned to
Ay, estás repicado, estás recontra resentido, ni que te hubiese cagado tu novia, la concha de tu hermana. Pendejo sin querer prendió fuego una catedral de mierda, y te está armando unas 7 veces mejor.
I thought I saw someone.
Concha de tu madre. Hijo de una gran puta, resentido de mierda.
That came from the kitchen.
Qué viejo resentido, Dios mío. Opa. Opa.
Oh, it's you.
You startled me.
I thought I heard something. Was that you?
No, but I heard it too. Maybe Aliena came back.
No, she's asleep. She returned a few hours ago. Damn it.
Jack.
Sorry. There's someone in the kitchen.
Yes, I think you're right.
Stay behind me. I'll go ahead.
A ver, ¿quién jora cae? ¿A quién hay que apuñalar? ¿A quién boxeamos? ¿Qué hacen?
There's someone in here.
¿Quién pica?
Outlaws. They are probably just after food. I will talk to them. All right.
No creo que sea buena idea, Philip. ¿Vos sabés?
Please. Listen. We don't mean you harm.
Philip, be careful! Damn it! Philip, throw me a stone!
¡Oh!
Jack, no!
¡Sentate, gato!
It's him. Brother Marcus.
Brother Marcus?
He took Cuthbert's keys to steal food here from the kitchen. Because of me, Remigius found out. And he left. We never saw him again.
Looks like he came back.
Rompí la frente. Bien, ya.
You didn't mean for this to happen.
No, but...
What about him?
Don't be afraid. Ah! Jack! Why did you do that, you animal? I will get the others.
No!
What?
He's just a child.
Just a child. Jack forgave the child, just like that. And I forgave him. For that was what he had been when he arrived in Kingsbridge. Just a child.
Y sí.
Who was
Era
I
solo un
to
pibito y no
judge this man for not
la
confessing
aprendió y
earlier?
mientras que se estaba tratando, mientras se aprendía la trató a pagar, no es que
never
va.
told his wife, Aliena, that I was responsible for her fate and for her father's. Even that night, when we all met, I did not dare to tell her.
The walls of Kingsbridge weren't enough anymore. The outlaws had found a way in. We weren't safe in our homes.
So this is what it has come to. Kingsbridge is under attack.
Why didn't Uncle Richard chase them away? Why?
Now, do not exaggerate. This is not a siege.
We only saw 2 of them, and one of them was a child.
But they almost killed you.
Culpar a William. Calmar los ánimos, jugar.
They were just looking for food. They didn't mean any harm.
It's the drought. It destroyed all the crops. They must eat something.
Desperate or not, they're only the vanguard of a full-scale invasion.
If we had a decent Earl, the people wouldn't be starving.
It is all too easy to blame a desperate child. Forgiveness is much harder.
It is.
But forgive we must.
Can you? Forgive, I mean.
I already have.
Hamley is the reason for this. He's to blame. It's that simple.
Well, he won't be Earl for long. The Treaty of Wallingford has been signed at last. It's only a matter of time until things change.
What treaty? Winchester is in turmoil about this right now. Stephen and Maud have signed the treaty. Maud's son, Duke Henry, is to be crowned the next king.
And, by agreement, all lands are to be returned to their previous owners.
But Stephen will continue to rule as long as he lives.
The earldom will be ours again.
It will not.
Why the bloody hell not?
Bloody hell.
Language? No one will enforce this until Stephen is dead.
What is to be done then?
El grupo que siguen firmes.
We only have to wait till Maud's son sits on the throne, don't we? And then ask him for help.
And if Hamley were to fight the decision, he'd have to face the king's army.
Well, if they're hungry, can't we just give them something to eat? I'll share.
We should, and we will.
Más bueno,
There are
los
too
nenes.
many to feed them all.
We must do something.
Well, I cannot sit quietly and wait until Stephen dies of old age. The Treaty of Wallingford is in place. I won't wait for another 17 years. Not when I'm so close to fulfilling the promise I made to my father.
You're right, but it wasn't William Hamley who came here last night. It's the outlaws we need to worry about.
Well, what do we do about it?
Defender el planeta, fortificar Cambridge. Philip. Mostrar compasión.
They too are victims. We must show compassion. If we defend Kingsbridge, we must cause as little harm as possible. Or better, help as many as possible.
Things will only get worse if we don't find a way to deal with Hamley.
What about his mother? I've heard that Hamley still listens to her, that she still has a say in Earl's Castle.
Yes, let's tell his mother.
If we spoke to Regan Hamley, we might not need a physical confrontation at all.
That'll never work. We have to assault them and take back our father's castle. Even if that means fighting alongside the outlaws.
I don't like either choice, to be honest.
Neither do I. So, what do you think, Alina?
Con la vieja Regan, a ver si podemos lograr
I'll
algo.
negotiate with Regan Hamley. I will go to Earl's Castle. Alone.
Are you serious, Ali?
Regan Hamley seems to be in a tight corner herself. She might well be willing to cooperate.
I do hope you're right.
I'll ride with you.
You won't, Cub. Not with that leg of yours.
Your mother is right. Besides, if we all turn up, they might think we mean them harm.
Los primeros capítulos han llegado a Cambridge. El hermano Marcus, antiguo novicio del pirata, era uno de los proscriptos. Tienes una oportunidad de recuperar Aircaster y cumplir tu promesa. Bueno, vamos a ir dejando por acá. Voy a jugar unas partidas de Valorant y después seguimos con cosas. Ahora cuando guarde. Capítulo 19.
Because I had failed to gain support from the people of Shiring, my only hope now was a deal with William Hamley's mother, Regan. A woman whose possible support was only guaranteed by rumor.
La vieja nos va a echar una mano, pero tenemos que jugarle con la de que tenemos que cagar a Waller. Porque la vieja no lo quiere al cura de mierda, como todo el mundo.
Get in line and stay in line. You'll all get your chance to pay your dues to Lord Hamley, you hear? So no pushing.
No los colgados. Timba una banda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y aquel lo hicieron medio a los chanchitos. Le ataron las manos a los pies y lo colgaron. Qué hater, ¿no? ¿Por qué lo tenés que atar así? Ya, con que lo colgué ya está, bro. No es necesario todo el resto.
He's got more than enough.
Shut it, woman. Smear your face with dung and lower your head. It's the only way you get out of here alive. It's no coincidence that Hamley always asks for women to bring the tributes.
Oh, shut up.
No funciona el
Calm
guardar.
yourself. They took a woman and she never came back.
Seguimos un cachito mata que tenés que guardar también.
To you if you just remain calm.
Patience, patience. Everyone will get a chance to pay their dues to Lord Hamley.
What do you think you'll get back in line before the...
Is Lady Regan home?
Ah, as if she could ever...
I'm just a shepherd's daughter. I have no business here.
Shut up.
Bloody beggars.
I already have one.
I want to go home.
Oi, you there. Yes, I meant you. That's a pretty face you got there. You're coming with me.
What? Leave her. Take me instead.
Well, whatever. You'll walk to the other side of the yard and talk to Walter. He'll get you settled. And don't you dare stray from the path.
Por fin. Ahora sí. Bueno, vamos a guardar. Y lo dejamos por acá, gente. No sé cuántos cortes hice, calculo que hice 2. Para la gente de YouTube más que nada. Así que bueno. Nos vamos para Valoranchi.